Hello, cutting in live, and the Villanovas win the opening tip, folks. I am the voice, Greg Moran, alongside producer owner Shane Melanger. We have Lisa behind the lens, and a three-pointer off the hands of the Villanovans, high off the top of the backboard. They're going to come down with the offensive rebound. The Bulldogs will take it. We got Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, bringing you some Bulldog hoops, folks. Their league opener. They won their first game of the season non-league. We brought that to 50-39. This is their league opener, and the jumper by Samo off the back of the rim, and that is going to be rebounded and brought up quickly by the Villanovans. Number 24 up to the hoop with it, and that goes in too strong. Hits the deck, no whistles, out of bounds it goes, and that is going to see what they rule. It's going to go to the Bulldogs' favor. So this is the league opener for both squads, Division I opener, and Hamlin had a great night in Game 1. We'll take it up court. Finished Game 1 with 16 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals, so he touched every category. Samo kicks it out to Williams. Takes it to the paint strong and a late kick out, and that's going to be Aldrich. And that's good for 3 for the Bulldogs. And the first point, 3-pointers off the hands of Aldrich. You're going to see a lot of 3-pointers this season, and pretty much they're going to have to cut the lanes. Otherwise, they are a small team. And straight to the hoop. Number 1 for the Villanovans takes it in, and that will make it 3-2. Bulldogs push. And number 10 for the Bulldogs dishes it off. That's Rafferty to Williams. And that's around the same old head fake in the paint all the way up with his left hand just off. Woonsocket takes down the rebound. They'll slow things down a little bit here. Score 3-2 early on. First quarter action here, folks. On this Tuesday night, early on in the winter, we're going to bring you hoops all the way through. Number 5 with the 3. Well defended and off the mark. Bulldogs take down the rebound. Hamlin will take it up court. We got hoops tomorrow night. Jumper by Hamlin, and that's off the mark. Both teams starting a little bit cold. Number 1 for Woonsocket has no roster on anywhere I could find with names, so we're going to have to just work with numbers for the Villanovans. Nothing was pretty much updated this early on in the season. And number 5 crossing the pass underneath number 35, and that might be a travel. There's a whistle, and he fouled on the floor as we made the call. So that will be inbounded here by Woonsocket, it looks like. Samo will be on the ball here. 5:36 to go. 5:51 to go, correction. First quarter of play. 3-2 score. Both teams shooting, nothing going yet. A little over the top pass attempt. Nice defense by Aldrich. Williams will come up with it and press. And the Villanova's press hit the deck. Whistle on the defense there. Looking for number 35 on the Villanovans, the guilty party. Hamlin will inbound. This production brought to you in part by Nancy Siciliano Ocean Front Homes, located in downtown Westerly. All right, residential, commercial, buying, selling, and rentals. Professional home stager on team to help get the most value out of your home. Inbounded by Samo here. And they'll swing. Williams with it to Hamlin. And Hamlin has a baseline going towards the hoop with it. Nice little backhanded move. That's going to be a block. Well defense, and that's going to be thrown off of Aldrich and out of bounds. Gives the Villanovans a fresh start here. Well defensed on that possession. Bulldogs will press, it looks like. And the Villanovans will get it in. 3-2 the score here still. Slashing towards the hoop, and about a 7-foot, it doesn't go, but they get the offensive rebound. Told you there was definitely a height disparity in this one. I'm not going to harp on that because that's going to be the case pretty much all year. Besides last week when they played down, they're going to be the shorter team anyway, but they're going to learn how to use that as ways of advantage. And they're going to get better as the season goes on. I really have no idea what to expect here out of the Villanovans. And jumper 3 by Rafferty, and that's off the mark. And the Villanovans will take down the rebound and see if they can get set up. So a lot of shooting here right now. And that's going to be swung, kicked out, number 5 for the Villanovans. Over the top, well defense by Hamlin, and it's going to stay here with Woonsocket. Correction, Bulldogs will have it. Nice defense by Hamlin with the steal, and he'll inbound to Williams. So, like I said, basketball all week, folks. This is just the start of it. Tomorrow night, the ladies' season opener on the road at Portsmouth. Nice pass underneath Good look, good finish by Aldrich. Williams to Aldrich. Bulldogs 5, Woonsocket 2. Just under 4:20 left in the first quarter. Nice pass. Way to step up Williams on defense. And a nice put back by the Villanovas using their height. 5-4 the score. Hamlin with it. And he's using a little bit of pick by Aldrich, and he's going to get stolen from behind. 3 Woonsocket defenders in the area. Number 1 for Woonsocket has it. And he'll use the screen. There was a roll, didn't find him, and they're tied up in the middle. Jump ball to score. He's going to stay here with Woonsocket. And there's a timeout on the floor. The score 5-4 early on in the first quarter here. 3:44 to go. Quarter number 1. First road game of the season for the Bulldogs on a cold Tuesday night. Both teams have come out pretty much even intensity-wise. I guess that's a bonus for either squad because there's not a lot of action on the court here. Crowd still filing in. First league game of the season. West Warwick, Bulldogs 50-39 victory over in game number 1. They had a few days off, and here they are to start their league season. Tomorrow, the ladies start on the road at Portsmouth. We'll bring it to you, and then back to the boys Bulldogs on Thursday night. That'll be from Federico Gymnasium, and the ladies' home opener of the season will be Friday night from Federico Gymnasium. So hoops all week long. We're bringing it all to you. This is just a start. When you need your reprieve, this is what's going to get you through the day to get through the week. And a nice D by the Bulldogs. Put back opportunity by the Villanovans. They're going to have to minimize that. Williams comes down with it. Gets it forward to Hamlin. And he kicks out. Samo has it. Head fake. And back out to Hamlin. And they converge quick to the Villanovans. Williams has it. He's going to take it towards the hoop. And he's going to go up with it. And it doesn't stay. Villanovans come down with it. 5-4 the score. As they allow their offense to set up. And they're organizing some semblance of a play here, some movement. There was a pick attempt on Hamlin. He got a knee to the thigh. That hurts, and that just gets tighter as the night goes on. Generally, hopefully he didn't take it too hard. We're going to be able to tell right now. And it looks like he's able to run it off, but I definitely saw that shot. And to the hoop he goes, and that one spins in for Williams and the Bulldogs. So they extend 6-4 the score. As the first quarter is starting to wind down a little bit here. 2.5 minutes to go, quarter number 1, low scoring, to say the least, 7-4 the score. Both teams just getting warmed up. And the Villanovans swing, head fake on Williams, and they kick it back. 3-point attempt blocked by Samo. Comes back down in his hands, nice pass, kicks it out, number 3. Towards the baseline he goes, maybe travel. No, he's fouled on the floor by Aldrich. This production brought to you in part by Wireless Zone, your Verizon authorized retailer located in Dunn's Corners next to Duncan. Cell phone sales, service, and repair. Wireless Zone. 7-4 the score, quarter number 1. Westerly Bulldogs over the Woonsocket Villanovans. Bulldogs come in 1-0 in a non-league victory over West Warwick. Looks like he got away with something there, comes up short. Bulldogs will take the rebound. Again, and the steal. Villanovans, I was just going to say they've had too many second chance points, and they steal another one. 3 points up, and off the mark it goes. Bulldogs, Samo will take down the rebound. And he'll press, and to the hoop he goes, coast to coast, too strong. And no second chance for the Bulldogs. Squandered opportunity, perhaps, as the Villanovans will slow things down, trailing by 3, under 2 minutes, quarter number 1. And fade away from the free throw line, good. 7-6 to score. Just like that, we are nearly knotted up here. Neither team able to get into a rhythm, to say the least. No real momentum factor in quarter number 1. Samo head fake to the hoop he goes, and fouled on the way up. He will go to the free throw line, first of either team. Late into the first quarter, before we saw either team get to the line, Samo will get 2. First one is no good. That one spun out on him, and the score remains 7-6. Second one up live, and that one's off too. 0 for 2, the Bulldogs. 0 for 2, Samo. Score remains 7-6. I need not say those come back to haunt you. We'll see in the end, but they generally do. And number 3, a crossover for the Villanova. Another one, creating a little bit of space. Runner, and that's off the mark. Well defense by Samo. Blocked there by Samo. And Romello Hamlin comes up with the deflection off the block, kicks it up ahead, and kicked back out by Williams. Samo has a deep three-point attempt. Good! Jesse Samo, block 3. 10-6 to score. First real back-to-back momentum builders the Bulldogs have had off the hands of Jesse Samo. And he steps in for a near steal to follow up there, but that goes out of bounds, and the Villanovas will take possession. And we have a timeout on the court. Woonsocket, before any energy or more momentum can develop. The score, Bulldogs 10, Villanova 6. We have under a minute to go in quarter number 1. We are Westerly.live, Westerly.radio. And as I said earlier, folks, this is the first of a 4-game run here, 4 days in a row. Tomorrow, the ladies' season starts on the road at Portsmouth. We're bringing it to you. Thursday, the boys at home, Federico Gymnasium. League matchup. We're bringing it to you. Friday night, the ladies' home league opener, and we'll bring that to you too. So we will get you through the week. We are your reprieve. Westerly.live, Westerly.radio. This production brought to you in part by Strategia, website design and search engine marketing design for your local business. Go to strategia.com for more information. So both teams getting some instruction and adjustments. We'll see what they really have. It's hard to adjust low field goal percentages, folks. So the adjustment you make on that is taking on the second. Maybe we'll see what the coaches do, but you can't really, just got to hope they go in a little bit more often. Coach is trying to create a little more space for them. The Bulldogs, really, you're going to see a lot of shooting from outside this season, and then a lot of straight to the hoop and looking to get to the line. They've only been able to get to the line one time. They're 0 for 2 from the line in quarter number 1. They need to do more of that. I think they need to play a little bit more aggressively, draw more fouls. It's easy for any team to say, but if you have the height disparity that they have, you need to find other ways to score points, free throws being one of those avenues that need to be explored. And in order to do so, you got to play a little bit more aggressively on offense. And nice defense on the ball by Samo. They're able to get it in the backcourt. And the Villanovas will start down 10-6 to the Bulldogs. Approaching a half a minute, a little bit of ball maneuvering. Well defense there by the Bulldogs. Number 2, that's Peter Rextis, the senior. And Samo on the ball now, forcing. And not much room for Woonsocket. A little travel to get away with it. It looked like it. And a little bit of space and a nice pass underneath that went off of number 24. Well, defense by the Bulldogs, and they will inbound it. Rextis will inbound to Hamlin. We have 19.6 to go in the quarter. Hamlin has it. Crossover to the hoop, tries to get it all the way, lost possession. Kicks outside, Rextis with a head fake, creates space. Kicks back out, Williams. And he goes towards the hoop, whether he's going to go all the way, and it spins in. Good. Bulldogs extend 12-6. They double up before the end of the quarter. Woonsocket after 1, Bulldogs 12, Woonsocket 6. Quick break. We will be right back, folks. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Quarter number 2, ready to get started here. Number 1 in the books, 12-6, the Bulldogs advantage after 1. League opener for both teams. Villanovan's in space, 3-point attempt to start the quarter, front rim and off. And again, another second chance opportunity they're going to get. And from the baseline, they try to kick it in, and nice defense by Hamlin, 2 bodies to the ground, and no foul called. Coaches allowing them to play, and no room on the inside. Villanova's kick out again. Do they travel this time? And they do. The Bulldogs will take possession. Well defense by the Bulldogs. These referees are allowing them to play. Hamlin has it, pushes forward. Back to Hamlin. And he uses a little screen. Samuel's got it, pick and roll, and the 3 just off the mark. Got him on a quick roll, and nice play. Just off, and the score remains 12-6. And Villanovan's again in 3-point range. And they're not afraid to be there. To the hoop he goes. There's a whistle. Wasn't on the floor. It was early on. It looks like he was possibly going up. 1-1 attempt here. And that sure seems to be the case. So this will be a 2-shot foul. And the Villanova's first opportunity at the free throw line. First one's up and in. They capitalize 12-7 to score. This will be live off his hand and see if he can make it 2 for 2 for the Villanovans from the line. Number 23 under the hoop, Tori Ojiri, junior guard for the Bulldogs, across from Jesse Samo. Rafferty next to Samo. Andrew Plumpton on the other side. And it's live. Samo does a nice job, and it's good. Both free throws go, and 12-8 to score. Bulldogs with a 4-point lead in possession. Hamlin has it, and he'll take it up. Samo with the pick. And not much space on any movement, and a nice job switching by the Villanovans. Looking for someone there. Samo nothing to do. And he tries to create some space himself, and there's a whistle. And foul called against the Villanovans. They're not happy. They wanted to travel. I wanted a couple travels earlier, so we'll call it square and move on from here. Bulldogs will maintain possession. Rexis will inbound for the Bulldogs from the baseline. And Samo with a 3-point attempt. Pop. And just out. Spins out on him. Score remains 12-8. Second quarter of action. 6.5 to go. And kick out to the far side. Baseline to the hoop he goes. Nice pass. Number 35, the big man with the baby hook. No good. And the Bulldogs going to have to secure one of these times. And they're unable to. Third chance opportunity, good. I said they're getting too many second chances. Now they're getting third chances. And the lead has dissolved to 2. And they're pressing. Hamlin moves with it. Finds the open man. 3-point attempt. And it spins out. Attempt by Ojiri. Bulldogs can't find the bottom of the net, but they're getting it close. Doesn't really count much in this sport. A little bit of space here for number 1. Spin move. That looks like a little pivot foot movement. Good on the spin. And this game is suddenly 12-12, and Romello Hamlin in this tie game will cross over and go to the hoop looking for the foul, and luckily he got it because he hit the side of the rim. So he'll go to the free throw line. The score tied 12-12. And Hamlin trying to press the issue, and that's what I was saying between quarters. That's what they needed to do, is press the issue, go at the hoop. If you can finish, great. Otherwise, take a little bit of a beating. They're going to have to make up for that size disparity. They're going to have to be physical and take a few shots, get their way to the free throw line. They didn't get to the free throw line. First one's good. That often in game 1, they play down in division. They're going to have to play physical. They're going to play physical teams, big physical teams. So they're going to be fast and physical. All right, live off the hand here, and the score 13-12 Bulldogs. And it's live and good. Hamlin hits both. So 14-12 to score Westerly. And Villanovans been patient on offense. We've seen them attack the hoop, and we've seen them not afraid to shoot the 3, that's for certain. And on the post, pivot move and space, but that second one had to be a travel, and it was. No, he was. Yeah, let's see the final call before I make every guess. And now, nope, he was fouled on his way up. I don't know who the call was against, but he's getting 2 shots, the big man. Now, number 35 stands about 1.5 feet taller than anyone we got. He is a big guy with some big reach. And first is good, and he can hit a free throw. So 14-13, just a 1-point matchup now here, folks. Quarter number 2, live off the release here. I have no names, I just have numbers as everyone else has numbers. But nothing online is updated this early on in the season. Second one off, front rim, rebounded by the Bulldogs, number 21, Plumpton. And he'll get it across half court. And the swing across to Hamlin, head fake. And he'll look for someone, and there's no one there. Nice pivot move. Oh, number 35, the big man, blocks it and out of bounds it goes. Hamlin hits the deck. I don't believe there was a foul, but the Bulldogs will maintain possession. I did say he was big and could reach high, and there he goes. And the Bulldogs will inbound, and up and over the top, miscommunication, Hamlin's there. Bulldogs offense will be able to set up here a little bit with about 5 minutes to go, just over in quarter number 2. Number 23 has it for the Bulldogs, Jerry, and he is disrupted by none other than number 35. Coast to coast, and it's up and fouled. No good, but he'll get 2 more free throws, and his team's excited, and they're all helping the big man up. They know how valuable having a big man like that can hit free throws and run down the court is. He's shown his worth here early. 14-13, back to the free throw line he goes. And the Bulldogs are the team that really needs to work their way to the free throw line. And the first, good. So that'll tie things up here in the second quarter, 5 minutes to go and a half. This production brought to you in part by Nancy Siciliano Oceanfront Homes, located in downtown Westerly, RI. Residential, commercial, buying, selling, and rentals. Professional home stager on the team to help get the most value out of your home. Nancy Siciliano Oceanfront Homes. And the referees have everything figured out here. They'll return the ball to number 35, who was on a run, starting to make his presence well known here early on. A little bit quiet in the first quarter, if even in. And this is live, and good it is. 15-14, the first lead of the night for the Woonsocket Villanovans. Doesn't matter how much you lead, how often you lead, no matter when. Hamlin with a 3-point head fake, crossover, creating space to the hoop he goes, and he is blocked, travel called. Nice defense by the Villanovans. Number 1 got his hand on it and kind of knotted things up with Hamlin. So he's trying to create. He's doing exactly what I said the Bulldogs need to do. Coach Gleason and staff calls timeout. It'll be a Bulldog timeout. Good time for a timeout as Woonsocket on a little bit of a momentum here, a little bit of a run due to the player number 35 primarily, but it doesn't matter how it happens. It just happens, and now they have their first lead of of the game here in quarter number 2. A week jam-packed with hoops, folks, tonight, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. Get you through the week. Westerly.live, Westerly.radio. 2 men's Bulldog matchups, 2 ladies Bulldog matchups. Tomorrow night, the ladies open their season on the road. Portsmouth will bring it to you. And Friday, they'll be back opening their season home opener at Federico Gymnasium. We'll be there for that as well. Bulldogs have a night off tomorrow, and we'll be back at home on Thursday. We will be bringing them to you then. See what adjustments Coach Gleason has. They're going to just create a little bit of space here, I think. And definitely, Hamlin knows that they have to. If they're not on fire from outside or not getting the space they need to shoot in the first place, which is really the case here. It's not a bad field goal percentage in the second quarter. They really haven't had much space to shoot. First quarter was low field goal percentage for both squads. But if that's not clicking, then they got to go at the hoop, and it's either got to convert or you got to go to the free throw line. And the Villanovans have the ball, and they will inbound as the Bulldogs sit back in half court. 4 3/4 left in the second. Hamlin on the ball. Far side, they swing. Working off the screen, spins to Luke, goes nice dish late to number 35, and that is over the back. Nice defense by the Bulldogs. Aldrich comes out with the rebound. Williams will press. And crossover, almost had enough room, just not quite enough. Looking for some help. Nice look underneath to Aldrich, and he converts the layup. That's Williams to Aldrich. The Bulldogs needed that. They were stuck on 14 for a while. They got to 12 pretty quick. 12-6 was the score. And that took a little while to get to 14. Then they were stuck there. Now they got 16. 16-15, the Bulldogs have the lead. And kick to the far side, head fake. Back over here, number 2 with the deep 3. And that is off the mark. He's got a low percentage in there, but not afraid to fire. And again, second chance opportunity. How many times am I going to say it? Unfortunately, folks, I'm going to say it as many times as it happens, so don't get mad at me. I just tell you what's going on. And too many of those. They've had a couple third chance opportunities. And right now, Bulldogs playing well defensively, as they've played primarily all game. Samo on the ball right in front of us. Number 1 versus number 1. On the post in the baseline. And he uses that pivot well off the right side. Nice job by the big man. Works his body well, uses his pivot foot well. Double team split right there, and Samo has some space. Decides to go with the hoop. No foul anywhere, and attempt was long. Villanovans have it, 17-16 lead. Right now, I would just feed the big man, feed the monster. He can hit free throws, too. That makes it more deadly as they look for some space, and they attempt to run it. That goes just out of bounds air ball. I think he was expecting a little more defense on it by the Bulldogs. There's a horn, and Samo will inbound. 17-16. Bulldogs trail by 1. 2:55 to go in the half. This Bulldog squad is going to have to utilize energy and speed and take a beating a little bit. Aldrich with it. Samo has it. Flips back to Hamill. Lets his offense set up a little bit. And the Villanovans have it. Another missed opportunity by the Bulldogs. They let their offense set up. Williams on the ball. Nice job on defense there by Rextus. And they'll swing around the outside. To the hoop they go, kick out late, 3-point attempt, and that is off the mark there. Not hitting deep, but again, an offensive rebound, and that goes in. Second chance opportunities. Bulldogs on the court are frustrated. It's frustrating to watch at the moment. Second chance opportunities, and that is a direct result of height disparity and cross-court pass. Williams, nice defense by the Villanovans. Fortunately, the Bulldogs come up with it, and they'll swing. To the hoop he goes with it, and late kick. And that's going to be strong by the Bulldogs. Rebound comes down by the Villanovans. 19-16 lead with it, and a 3-point attempt. It is no good. Second chance opportunity. Number 35, the big man, gets the rebound, the baby hook. And it is good, 21-16. Folks, I don't know. The second chance opportunities are approaching double digits. And if that's the case, then you look at almost every one of their points. That one there wasn't, but 15, 14 of them picked off by Williams. And he's going to go straight to the hoop with it. And the whistle. But nearly, 14 points is my guess in the area of, second chance points that the Villanovans have accrued. Williams does a nice job getting to the line for the Bulldogs. Waiting on the whistle here. And Williams' first free throw is no good. Bulldogs tap it around a little bit, can't come down with it. The Villanovans are securing the rebounds far better than the Bulldogs. This is why they have the lead. Under a minute, nice pass on the slash to the hoop, good. 2 more for Woonsocket, gives them 23. Hamlin takes it up for the Bulldogs. Swing to the hoop, to the floor, and a foul called. Hopefully he can pop back up, and he does. So that will be on the floor. Both teams with 5 fouls. And that gives Villanova 6. And the Bulldogs, next time they get touched up, they get a free trip to the line. Looking for the inbound, and he finds Samo. Steps back, not there. And the runner right at about free throw line, no good. Brought back, secured by the Villanovans. So the Villanovans slow early, but hung around long enough, and have secured the second quarter advantage for sure. They got a 5-point lead here, and we were about the 20-second mark, and he almost slid there. Kicks it back, number 5, deep three-point attempt, and off the backboard and a long miss. They have been cold all half, and if they hadn't been, this Bulldog team would face a far bigger deficit, let me tell you. And kick to the outside, Hamlin, open three. And hasn't had many chances. That is money good. Three for number 3. And that the Bulldogs needed at the buzzer before the half. 23-21, the score after 2 here in Woonsocket. And to break the bad vibe and the bad energy and the momentum before the locker room, you couldn't have hit a bigger shot than Romello Hamlin just did. And they will hit the locker rooms, and we'll be back for the second half.
My first impression of Jessie was that she was really shy. They introduced us, and then I kind of just started asking her questions about herself. The more we talked that day, the more we figured out that we had more stuff in common.
Jana, the most important thing in my life. We listen to a lot of music. Well, we like to sing, like karaoke. Me and her like to sing like an upper pitch level, like soprano. We sing good.
It's like she just kept saying, I love karaoke. I love karaoke. I have a tablet. Do you want to sing karaoke? Like, what's your favorite song? Aerosmith. I don't want to miss a thing.
We were like rocking on.
Jessie is a sunflower. She blooms everywhere she goes. I'm pretty much like a gardener. That's how I look at myself here at the Franco Lean Center and in the world.
The Olean Center was started by a group of families that got together in a local library, and they said, we need resources for our family members who have disabilities. There's nothing available. When somebody's not getting services, that means that usually, especially in the children's area, that their disability can become more profound. There's a ripple effect. If we don't provide sufficient opportunities and supports, it does have an effect on the rest of the community. We exist because we want everybody in our community to live lives of purpose and live the life that they want to live. And we do whatever we can to make that happen. I really do see it as an organization of joy and purpose.
My mom and dad brought me here when I graduated from school, 1999. I think I was 15. I love being here. It's the most important thing in my life because I'm learning more skills at the center, like safety skills, baking. I do a lot of crafts because I'm a good artist. And I got a job when Peter Gorman got me the info working at Bella Vita. That's why I met Maria. She's the most favorite boss, and I love the whole world. But being here, being around with people that cares about me a lot.
I really enjoy what I do, and it makes me emotional because like it's important to see them make a difference in their lives. It's all of them. And I'm just here for support.
I wish I could have everybody be a fly on the wall and just experience the camaraderie, the sense of belonging, the sense of respect. The Olin Center is a story of empowerment. It's a story of caring. It's a story of inclusion.
It's more than just a job or a career. It's changed me in a way where it's given me hope to know that like there's good out there.
I wish I could help people really see the difference that they make in people's lives when they support an organization like the Olin Center. It's just fundamental, the changes that they can help to make. These are our friends, our neighbors, our siblings, and they have as many and as diverse needs as you and I do. And we're just here to try and help fulfill those with the support of the community.
Do you think the Olin Center has changed your life?
Changed my life, yeah. Being the next chapter in my life makes me feel good. I want to be here for the rest of my life.
To support the work of the Olin Center and learn more, please visit our website, olincenter.org.
We're down here in the historic Wilcox Park in the heart of downtown Westerly, Pawcatuck for the first ever Starry Lights. It's a two-state magical holiday art installation making downtown Westerly, Pawcatuck merry and bright. It's going to start up at dark, which is about an hour from now. I'm Greg Pettis with Westerly News, and we're going to bring you some highlights to the event, talk to a few people, and hopefully have a good time.
3, 2, 1! Woo! Beautiful. A two-state outdoor illuminated event featuring amazingly talented artists from all over, using recycled materials, using metal, using yarn, shells, paint, you name it, just so many things. It's interactive. You can walk through things, swing on things, admire things. It's the ultimate selfie spot. It's totally free and open to the public. It runs through December 30th, and all the information can be found at starrylights.org. That's STARRY lights.org. We also have a Facebook page, Starry Lights. Please consider buying a hat. If you make a donation of $5, we give you a $5 Dunkin' Donut gift card. Support the project, and we hope you have a wonderful holiday season.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I can't believe how well it came together. I'm really amazed by all the artists and all the volunteers.
So if you're downtown enjoying dinner at one of the fine restaurants in town or taking in a show, make sure you come on down and check this out. Greg Pettis for Westerly News.
Alrighty, folks, we are back as the players take the court for the start of the second half. Quick synopsis. Bulldogs trail by 2. Too many second chance points, too many offensive rebounds allowed by the Villanovans. That is the story of the game, according to me. Bulldogs haven't gotten to the line enough. Need to work on that a little bit more, too. But besides that, that's the difference. Bulldogs, in reality, I think are fortunate because the Villanovans haven't been able to hit the side of a barn as far as shooting three-pointers. And if had they hit a normal amount, 30%, something anywhere in there, Bulldogs would be trailing by more than 2. So, Bulldogs looking to improve on those things. Villanovans have it. Top of the key, head fake. To the hoop he goes, runner good, and they'll extend the lead to 4. 25-21. Jim's a little bit more alive here in the second half. And crossover, three-point attempt by Hamlin's up and pops it long. And he hit one right before the half that we would have hoped interrupted momentum. Samo gets his hand up and in the way. Big number 35 took charge for a little while. That hooks an air ball and kept alive by, tried to keep it alive with Samo, but his foot was out of bounds. He's going to stay with the Villanovans. So again, they'll get a second chance opportunity. Number 35 for the Novans, like I said, took over when they really needed him to as a postman down on the block. Works well, has a nice pivot game. Number 1 with it right now for Woonsocket. And pick and roll, and big man number 35, and he's stripped on the way up. Foul's going to be called against Williams, got his hand in on it. Nice defense from my angle anyway, but again, he's a threat from the free throw line. I think he's like 3 of 4 or something in that vicinity, maybe even 4 of 4. But he was on the floor apparently, and that's why he's a little frustrated. So they're going to inbound from under the hoop. And they will get to the baseline with it. And a little over the top to him. And turn around and hook with the right, no good. But the whistle, he either gets a whistle or he gets the shot. Back to the line he'll go. A little bit of a replay there. Not much more the Bulldogs can do on that. There are going to be height differences that the Bulldogs can do nothing but play physical D and then force them to get it, work the hard way. Work through a foul or go earn it from the free throw line. And first one's up and good. It's actually kind of a pretty free throw off his hands too. I don't have a name for you, but he's making his presence known here in his home gym. Size-wise, I'd say he's a senior. I'd hope. And second one's up. We're live. It's good. I think he's 6 for 6, maybe 5 for 6 at worst. But on top of what he scored on the floor, having a nice second quarter, I'd say. I don't know if he even played the first quarter. I do not remember. Hamlin has it, goes all the way, blocked from behind, but fouled. He will make his way to the free throw line. So he'll go to the line for 2 for the Bulldogs, who trail by 6 in the second half here. Beginning of the third quarter, 6:52 to go. 27-21. I'd say size difference is the story here at the moment. Second chance offensive rebounds, third chance offensive rebounds, and the Bulldogs very few of those. Off the hands of Hamlin, and good. Need these to be good here in the second half. Need to capitalize on every opportunity, especially from the free throw line. We'll be live off the release here, and 27-22 the score. Free throw is up and no good. Live on the rebound and coming in hard. Number 5 does enough to disrupt it, and the ball bounced off of him to one of his teammates. And there's a whistle on the sidelines, and he slipped out of bounds. But I'm going to go back to the season preview and the coaches take about the 4 or 5 top teams. I couldn't agree more. And there are 10 teams in the mix on any given night, and they can beat any of them. I agree. And it says their guys don't think they're going to have a letdown year, which I agree with too. They got to be the most hardworking and scrappiest teams in the league. Scrappiness. I need to see the scrappiness. I actually see a little bit more of it out of Woonsocket here thus far tonight. And they're going to go to the hoop with it, tied up by Aldrich. Nice defense. And nice defense by the Villanovans, who wrap up Rextus and take it from him. The easy layup and two more, 29-22. And jammed up under the hoop, Aldrich, and it's going to be a turnover by the Bulldogs. Number 5 with it. Defense against by Williams, who's going to get a body call against him. So the score, 29-22. Bulldogs, Hamlin will be on the ball. And number 1 with it. Working on pick from the big man, the roll. He lets him go, he'll set up. Having a presence down underneath by the hoop, this has got to be one of the better players in the state. And one would imagine. I don't have much of a scouting report. I wouldn't talk it. Couldn't find much online at all about him. They didn't have the roster, didn't have anything. And here comes him, and you got to think that he is playing smooth. It doesn't look to me like he's just having some kind of a over-the-top game. He's very comfortable in his moves, extremely comfortable in his pivot game. He uses his height, he uses his body. He screens well, free throws, beautiful. So apparently he's the type of player you work on prior to the game. Samo with it from just inside the free throw line. Jumper good. Bulldogs needed that runner by Jesse Samo. 29-24 the score. Samo in game number 1 at 15 points, 3 3-pointers. Aldrich had 4 points, but he had 7 rebounds. And nice D by Williams, forces the turnover. Aldrich secured it, and the Bulldogs will press, trailing only by 5 bounce pass to Williams. He'll kick it back, he'll cut back out. Let the offense catch up. Hamlin has it. Back to Samo. Big man on Jesse Samo at the moment. I don't know if they want that. Samo creates a little space runner. Good. Teardrop from about 4 feet. Good, and that's 4 quick ones for the Bulldogs and Jesse Samo. 29-26, 3-point game now. Still got a transition for football, almost at 1 possession, which it is. Early to say it, 3-point attempt, no good. And again, the Villanovans' 3-point percentages are very, very low here. And that's fortunate for the Bulldogs. They've defended some of them and made that the case, but they have missed some open ones for certain. Williams has it, trailing only by 3. And this is going to be a 3-point attempt for the Bulldogs, no good. Attempt by Rex, this is senior. Williams rips down the rebound, and the Bulldogs are going to get the second chance attempt this time. Scrappiness. I see it there. It goes out of bounds, and they're going to call it and get off Williams. And the Villanovans will get the turnover. Nice D by the Villanovans. Look like they got their hand in and stopped it off, deflected off Williams. There's a timeout on the floor. There'll be a break in the action. The Bulldogs trail only by 3. This production brought to you in part by Strategia, website design and search engine marketing designed for your local business. Go to strategia.com for more information. The Wireless Zone, your Verizon authorized retailer located in Dunn's Corners next to Duncan. Cell phone, sales, service, and repair. Folks, I am the voice. Greg Morano alongside producer, owner Shane Belanger. We are Lisa and True behind the lens. We are Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, bringing it to you. Hoops all week long. Spread the word for the people that don't know that we're doing the road games. We're doing them. We got a road game tomorrow. The ladies open their season up in a non-league start in Portsmouth. We'll bring it to you live, 7 p.m. tip. Then we're right back here Thursday. Right back at it Thursday, Federico Gymnasium. The boys are going to be back at home. And then the ladies' home opener is Friday night. So we got a week full of hoops. And what better is there to do? It gets dark early. Just got to start getting used to the cold weather. Who knows, maybe some snow coming. And the Villanovans inbound it with a 3-point lead here as we're halfway through the third quarter. To the hoop he goes with it, too strong. Big man has it, ripped out of his hands by Hamlin. There's a whistle. And let's see who is called for it. Ultimately, it's going to be Williams probably. And that's the scrappiness I was just saying. I don't care about the foul. I want to see the foul. Make them work. Make them play physical. Make them utilize their energy. Fatigue them. All of that makes them shorter. The Villanovans inbound it. Looking to inbound it. Good D by the Bulldogs. They go all the way to the backcourt. and are able to secure the inbound. And there's a whistle and another foul against the Bulldogs. And that's a waste foul. Like I said, I want to see the Bulldogs make fouls at 100 miles an hour, not off the ball fouls, dead ball fouls. All right, so we are going to start up here and the inbound. And they will kick it up top. Number 5, he's popped from a good distance before, and he will right there. And he has missed before, and he did right there. And Samo has it, and he will go the distance and finger roll. Good blocking foul. He will have a chance at 3. Jesse Samo on the scene, quick with 6 and a chance at 7 points here in the third quarter. A little bit quieter in the first half, but he is here. Hello. Energy the Bulldogs needed. And they trail by 1 at the free throw line. Number 23, Algeri in. Number 10, and it's good. We have a tie ball game. Jesse Samo steps in at 7 and almost gets the turnover there, and he does force it. And Rex just goes up with it and spins out, but he gets fouled. So he will go to the free throw line. Samo forced the errant pass. Rex has capitalized and wisely went right up with it and took the foul. And has to work his way to the free throw line. Great play by the Bulldogs, both sides of the ball. And we have an even match here, folks. Halfway through the third. First free throw is good. Bulldogs lead by 1. Number 2, Peter Rexus, the senior guard, looking for 2 here. And it's up, and that one spins out. And big number 35 secures it for the Villanovans. So the Bulldogs with a 1-point lead and the steal. And they're going to push it forward. Samo has it, and he tries to put it down, but he's fouled. And this team is excited, though, and I'll take it. If that gets them jumping, got to get them excited, then I'll take it. Absolutely, to the free throw line they go. Trying to add to their 1-point advantage. Down by 3 at the half. And that was in good part to a last-second 3-pointer by Romello Hamlin. Samo. First one is good. Bulldogs free throw shooting much improved in the second half as well. Every area they needed to improve in, they have improved in. And they have a 2-point lead. And second one is good. 3-point lead, check that. And it looks like they're going to press here, the Bulldogs. And the inbound pick, nearly picked off by Williams. Slips through his hands. Then Samo gets a hand on it. And then Hamlin gets both on a jump ball. Arrows in favor of the Bulldogs. They will take possession. Forced turnover, 3-point lead to boot. Williams will inbound. First league matchup of the year, folks. This one's the real deal. This one counts, and he's got to get in front court, nearly a back court. Wisely played by Hamlin. Samo has it. Kick out Williams. 3-pointer, top of the key. Good! And that it doubles the lead from 3 to 6, 35-29. And the gym has quieted for the Villanovans, certainly. Surprised, actually, there was no timeout there anymore added by the Bulldogs. I'm thinking you'll see one. There is a whistle off the ball. It's going to be a little bit of an aggressive defensive play. Algeri, junior guard, I like it. Use your fouls. Give them a few bumps and bruises throughout the game. You know, it's part of the game. And if you're shorter, you gotta hit. You gotta play aggressively within the confines of the rules. Of course, I would never say anything else. But physicality and hoops is one and the same. They definitely part of the game. That's why they give you the fouls. And crossover to the hoop. He goes with it. Blocked on the way up. Number 10, I think, got his hands on it for the Bulldogs. Rafferty. I know Williams came away with it. And he goes coast to coast, comes up short. Forced it a little bit there for the Bulldogs, but he gets on the floor with it again. That's the scrappiness, and the Villanova able to come away with it, and they press it. Big number 35, and he was too close to dunk, tried to let go and get it off, but got himself too far under the hoop. Bulldogs benefit. And back to the Bulldogs side, number 10 for the Bulldogs. Rafferty off the mark. Big man, number 35, brings it down. 2:45 to go, quarter number 3. Whistle away from the ball. Number 1 will inbound for the Villanovans. Hamlin on the ball. Bulldogs, 6-point lead. Coming into the quarter, they had a 3-point deficit. That's a 9-point swing. That's a good play by the Bulldogs. Don't need me to tell you that with my vast knowledge here. I just bring it to you. And there's a break on the court, timeout on the court. And with that, we'll take a quick break and be right back. Welcome back, folks. I am the voice, Greg Morano, alongside producer, owner Shane Belanger. We have Lisa and Chu behind the lens together. We are Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, bringing you Bulldog basketball. It's the men tonight, the ladies tomorrow, the men Thursday, the ladies Friday, and I'm not kidding. We'll get you through the week, folks. Tune in. Bulldogs right now, middle of the third, towards the end of the third quarter here, 2:44 to go, have built up a 6-point advantage. They came into the quarter, folks, down by 3. 9-point turnaround for the Bulldogs. They've hit the deck more. They've been to the free throw line more. They've done everything they need to do in regularity throughout the rest of the season. They've done more of it, and it's been a heck of a turnaround. See if they can hang on and what goes on with it. They're going to take the court here from the free throw line, the Villanovans. 1-1. Number 10 with the task, Rafferty, of keeping number 35 out of there. First one's good. He'll get a second. I don't know if they know that, but he does. So that makes the score 35-30. And the free throw is up and good. So they get their 2 free ones. And 35-31 the score. And they're going to press. Bulldogs break it pretty easy. We're across midcourt, fortunately. Tough place to stop. And the defense a little bit tighter here by the Villanovans. Carmelo Hamlin with it. Letting this offense move around a little bit, and that's number 10. Rex Rafferty pops it, and it is good for the Bulldogs. And that is what the doctor ordered. 38-31. Bulldogs, the only team who's really struck from three-point land in this entire game. And the big man with pretty good D by the Bulldogs. Can't do much more. See, I think the Villanovans came in with the attack and we're going to shoot some threes today. And then after missing a lot of them, they realized, okay, maybe we'd better give it to number 35 down the block. And that's been working. Bulldogs, Hamlin, 3. Yeah, it's too deep. Bulldogs, however, will be able to convert a few threes. And they're going to have to find something to keep number 35 at somewhat at bay for the entirety of the fourth, because he definitely has the ability to game changer. That goes off of Hamlin as a whistle. He kind of bought that foul a little bit, maybe. It looked like he dove off the camera. Hamlin's not that big of a guy, but they are in the penalty, so they will get, I do believe, one more 1-1, and then they'll get 2 the rest of the way. That matters, but, you know, I'm pro foul, so you got to pay the cost of giving these up. Pro foul, that really doesn't sound right, but see right there, you gave it up, but you didn't give up any points. I'm not pro foul, I'm just use what they give you. Number 21, swing to Hamlin. Cross court, room open, 3-point attempt blocked. Good extension by the Villanovan. They forced a turnover late here in the third. They're starting to create some action. And from behind, knocked out of bounds by Rexis. Rexis, number 2, Rafferty, number 10. 2 R's, too close. Hamlin on the ball as they inbound up by 5. 1:25 to go, jumper, mid-range, good. Oh, no good air ball, excuse me. And the Bulldogs get the rebound. Nice job, far less second chance points here in the third as well. Every correction they needed to make at halftime they made, seemingly. And they swing 3-point attempt. This time he gets it off, and that one's long. No good. So the Villanovans have it, trailing by 5. 1 minute to go. Third quarter of play here up in Woonsocket. And they kick to the outside. They're not afraid to fire, they just haven't hit here. And the Bulldogs have capitalized, and that's why they're up by 5. Off the screen, find the open man, 3-pointer, no good. And the rebound by the Bulldogs, Aldrich needed it, got it, secured it. One of the stronger guys on the squad for certain. And that bounce pass, they jump it, and the steal by the Villanovans. And he's going to go all the way up and get the free two. So the last 4 points, 2 from the free throw line and that 2 from the steal, kind of gave it back to them, and that brings them within 3. Timeout on the floor. Frustrated Bulldogs as the Villanovans have stolen the gym back a little bit here towards the end of the third. We only have 30 seconds left in the end of the 26 and a half left in the third quarter of play. And then that's it, folks. This production brought to you in part by Nancy Siciliano, Oceanfront Homes, located in downtown Westerly, RI. Residential, commercial, buying, selling, and rental, professional home stager on the team to help get the most value out of your home. Nancy Siciliano, Oceanfront Homes. We are Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, bringing it to you. First league game of the season. Big game, folks. It's a big 8 minutes and 26.5 seconds left. Always want to start your league record on top, obviously, especially these early late, cold nights across the entire state games. When you got a lead towards the fourth quarter, you really want to capitalize, hang on to that, and make the night worth the trip for certain. So the Bulldogs, who I do believe moved up to Division I last year or the year before it was, last year I think, they know what they have ahead of them, that's for certain, and there's definitely peaks and valleys in their schedule, but there's actually no valleys. There's peaks in their schedule, and then there's just the rest of the league, and you got to bring it every single night. As we're waiting for the officials to be happy with the setup here. Number 2 for the Bulldogs, Rex just has it. He'll inbound to Hamlin, and they have it in the backcourt. Hamlin able to get ahead and cross midcourt. Foul against number 4, a little wrist check, and the Bulldogs will take the free foul. Coach unhappy on the Woonsocket side. Coach Gleason getting a little word in edgewise to Romello Hamlin, and number 2, Rexus, will inbound for the Bulldogs. And the Novans will essentially press. They'll play tight man anyway. And here we go. We're off. 20 seconds, third quarter, up over the top, and Hamlin has it. They're able to break the tight defense, and it's tapped out of bounds. Bulldogs will maintain possession. And we are down now to 15 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Bulldogs 38, Villanovans 35. Rexus has it in the backcourt. Screened by Aldrich, created some space, kicked it back out to Hamlin. Head fake, baseline, finds someone on the near side, pops the 3, and it is no good, and that's going to bring 1 second. And, a late foul. And when you're in the penalty, you can't do that. I'm not pro foul there. No. 1 second left, and they're in the bonus, and that would have been the end of the third quarter. Now they have a legitimate free throw. Free. They should have never been on the line here, and they're up by 3. The Villanova's able to cut into it as a definite bonus. Have a chance to add 2 or cut 2 away from their 3-point deficit. 1 second left, and you got to move on from that kind of mental mistake, early in the season mistake. Things that you hope you don't see later on in the season as more basketball under your belt. And if it's no good, the Bulldogs don't pay for it. And a huge end, that's a great end. And the Bulldogs, you get some of those penalties. You're going to get some of those penalties because you're playing more scrappy, the more aggressive game. So as much as I complained and said, no, I want them to play scrappy. I want them on the floor. So I got to take some of those with it. And with that, 3 quarters are in the books here. Like I said, first league game of the season. Bulldogs have the lead, 38-35 over the Woonsocket Villanovans on the road here on this Tuesday night. Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, bringing it to you. We're bringing it to you tomorrow, we're bringing it to you Thursday, we're bringing it to you Friday. We got 2 Lady Bulldogs games, and we got another men's game on Thursday. So it's hoops all week long, and we will be bringing it to you. We're getting you through this cold weather. Tune in, tip off tomorrow night, 7 p.m. But right now, we got a fourth quarter of action here ahead for you. 8 minutes. Bulldogs 3-point lead. They went into the half down 3, came out of the third quarter up 3, 6-point swing. That's good. Advantage Bulldogs there. But we all know fourth quarter, everything matters here. If I'm the Villanovans, I get 35 the ball every single time I can, and he's actually going to start off the court. And we'll see what goes on from there. But he is definitely your pillar. He's standing up. I don't think he's going to be off the court long. The fact that he was a non-factor early on in the first, where so many 3-pointers were thrown up by the Villanovans to no avail, their 3-point percentage here tonight is it's pretty bad. And to have him as a weapon underneath, you can kind of pull back all of those threes. If you give him every one of those possessions, he's bound to score on half of them. Nevertheless, here we go, fourth quarter. 3-point Bulldog lead. Villanovan's have it. And they slip through their hands, and it's a backcourt turnover. A little mental, physical mistake there by the Villanovas. Bulldogs look to capitalize here. Romello Hamlin will inbound, and they're going to press here on the defense, and they get it to Williams. And he's able to get it across half court. Far side, Jesse Sabo, three-pointer. No good. They rebound Aldrich. He goes right back over there. And one! The big man gets the offensive rebound. He gets the second chance opportunity this time and looks to make it a three-point play. 40 for the Bulldogs, 35 for the Villanovas, and Griffin Aldrich looking to make it a three-point play and a 6-point advantage. Free throw is up, and it is good. So the Bulldogs extend their lead, double it in fact to 6. And they press. And Sabo gets it from behind. It's on the floor. Bulldogs everywhere. And that's the scrappiness you're looking for. They kick late. Nice job getting up and down the court by the Villanovas. Great defense by the Bulldogs. Don't give them anything easy. And they press up over the top. And nice defense by number 24. He actually put his hands up with his back to the ball, got his hands on it to defend it, and went out of bounds eventually off of Woonsocket, but nice defense nevertheless. So the Bulldogs now up by 6 with the ball, and 1 more minute off the clock. They don't have that hang on to it attitude, which is beautiful. They have that go get the victory, go get the win. We don't have it yet attitude. They're not trying to hang on to some 3-point lead. They are attacking. And tight defense here. Nice pass. Aldrich, the man underneath, and bang, bang, just like that. 5 points from the big man, and the Bulldogs with an 8-point advantage. A foul on the floor by number 2, Peter Rexton. Man, how momentum and energy can change in this sport of basketball and high school ball in the fourth quarter. Magic in the fourth almost always, and here we got Bulldogs capitalizing on any little advantage they can find, and they've done a great job of that really since halftime. And to the line, number 1 for the Villanovans. And they're in the double bonus, so we'll get the second. 7-point game. 7 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Fourth quarter action. In comes the big man. Aldrich, the big man on campus at the moment with him out. He's taking over the bottom of there. Williams has it. Second free throw was good, and we're back to 6. Stamo has it. Jumper from the corner, and good! 2 points more for the Bulldogs, gives them 8. And that's going to be a little, and the call against the Villanovas. The Bulldogs excited for the free turnover and look to stretch the lead here. They can make it double digits as they lead by 8. Williams inbounding here. Bulldogs really proving you don't need, they have the height disadvantage at almost every position here tonight. And they're proving that they're not going to need that, and they're not going to use that as an excuse all season long. Samo fouled on his way up, I do believe. I think it's 1-1. Oh, no, it's not even going to get a free throw. They're not on the bonus yet. Yeah, they are. I was correct, and the players were unaware. So 1-1. Bulldogs look to add from the free throw line. But they have here, essentially in the second half, every disadvantage you would get from lack of height, they've taken as an advantage. Quicker, hitting the deck, physical, taking fouls, creating fouls, and hitting the shots when you need to hit them. Preventing Woonsocket in their home court from getting into too much of any kind of momentum really throughout the whole game. And the second one spins out 1 for 2, Samo is, and the Bulldogs with an 8-point advantage. 1 for 2. And the steal from behind by Samo. Makes up for it right there. Rexus has it. Passes it back a little bit too late, but up comes Williams, and it's going to stay with Westerly as it goes out of bounds. And we're almost 2 minutes down here in the fourth, minute and a half down in the fourth. This production brought to you in part by the Wireless Zone, your Verizon authorized retailer, located in Dunn's Corner next to Duncan. Cell phone sales, service, and repair. Wireless Zone. And Romello Hamlin has it, looking to make any kind of connection he can possibly from long distance to extend this Bulldog lead from 8. Kicks it back to Samo. Hamlin in the middle. Back to Samo. 3-point attempt. It's up, and it's off the mark, and big man grabs it, throws it up, and they push a little bit here. And the Bulldogs trap. He's able to get around it. And those slides there, gets away with one. As they let their offense set up a little bit. And they kick way back out and reset. With that, time is kicked off the clock. We are under 6 minutes to go. As the Villanova is looking to try to set something up. But time versus their other style where they attack, I think their other style is going to become more of a necessity. Big man has it. 2 Bulldogs there trying to spin between, kind of kick out. And there's nothing there. He kicks out number 5 with a quick 3. No good. Air ball, in fact. And it was so far off, that turned into, yes, that's no good. You can't do that. And the Bulldogs will get the possession, points off the board. Samo will inbound from the bottom with the 8-point lead and 5:39 to go. Hamlin has it. Williams baseline, kicks it out far side, number 10, no good. And they come down with it, and from behind, Aldrich creates the turnover. Williams is going to come up with it. And the whistle, and the Bulldogs should have it, and they do. As the fourth quarter is starting to wind. The Villanovans will press. Bulldogs have built themselves an 8-point advantage with the possession. Possession arrow, I do believe, is in favor of the Villanovans. I do, however, in favor of the Bulldogs. So that's another benefit. And a whistle. Bull foul against the Bulldogs, and that's going to get them into the penalty here pretty quick. Or quicker, as the Bulldogs have 10, and the Villanovas, I didn't realize how few they had, have 2. That's insane that they only have used 2. That's what I'm seeing correctly. No, 12. All right, the one's disappeared. So to the line, Hamlin will go. First it's up and good. He'll extend it to 9. LaMelo Hamlin, the captain of the ship here for the Bulldogs. Only a junior. Bulldogs up by 9. 5 on the release. And it is good, up by 10. This Bulldog team has out-hustled. They've been scrappier than everything on the coach's take. As soon as I opened my mouth and I said that I hadn't seen that, and I thought maybe I saw that from the Villanovans, they have dominated the second half. And nice D from behind by Williams. Comes across and prevents number 35 from scoring. And the big man takes a lot to prevent that from going up, so you need contact. It's nothing that crazy, that's for certain. But to stop a big dude from scoring, as he goes up to him and lets him know it's all in good sportsmanship, but a technical was called on it. An intentional was called, not necessarily a technical, but intentional. 10-point ball game, 5 minutes to go. I don't believe there was any ill intent there. You do have one of your more aggressive athletes in the entire school playing defense, trying to prevent one of the biggest guys you've probably ever played hoops against from going up for a gimme. I think this is the result, I guess. Free throw's good. They're going to give him another one. That would have made it a technical then. And then they're going to give them possession, so it's going to go from 10 to 9 to 9 it'll stay at. And now they should more than likely are going to go live, and the Villanovans will have the ball. Bulldogs up by 9. We are at the 5:03 mark in quarter number 4, league opener, 2022-22, 2023 season here for the boys who won their first game non-league by a score of 50-39 over West Warwick. Here today, hold a 9-point lead over the taller Woonsocket team, especially with big man number 35 on it. And after a tough first half, this Bulldog team really has come together, and every spot that was highlighted in the previews and stuff and spoken out by the coaches has been proven to be dead accurate. They have not been out hustled, that's for certain. They have out hustled. They've been more physical. They've outshot field goal percentage. They shot better from the free throw line. Their defense is everywhere. So they've taken their height disadvantages, their natural disadvantages on the court that they can do nothing about, and they've neutralized them. They need to do that all season long, but they've done a nice job of doing that here tonight. And with it, Samo back to Hamlin. Samo from three, and that's off the mark. Well, defense, big man brings down the rebound, secures it. And the Novas looking to cut in here. Have not found any success from three. I don't know if they've hit one or not, but I haven't missed too many of them, and they've fired up a few. And it looks like they're looking for space. Well, Bulldogs, I would entice them to do that and not give it to the big man. Up over the top, and what do we have here on the floor foul against the Bulldogs? I thought a nice defense on the front and back. Somehow it got a little too physical. Bulldogs have to play it to the limit like that. Defense, scrappy and physical day. That's the only way. What are you going to do against a twin tower like that? I mean, what are you supposed to do if you're not going to be able to use your body? It's indefensible at that point. So 9-point advantage for the Bulldogs here. As everything gets situated and sorted, this game is brought to you in part by Strategia, website design and search engine marketing design for your local business. Go to strategia.com for more information. And with that, both teams will head over to speak to their coaches here. Haven't even heard a whistle for a timeout. Essentially what I see here is a timeout on the floor. 4:19 to go, 4:20 to go, whatever, in the fourth quarter of action. 48 for the Bulldogs, 38 for Woonsocket. Halftime adjustments by Coach Gleason and his staff have turned in stellar results for certain. Got a little burning fire underneath his team a little bit. Sped him up into a different gear here in the second half. 6-point swing in the third quarter. And they've stretched that to 4 more points here thus far in the fourth. Big man number 35 for the Villanovans at the free throw line. Bulldogs have chosen and the aggressive defensive tactic against him, and I agree. Make him work, make him in, and that one falls through. And that will bring him back into single digits for the Villanovans. And there's time. This is basketball. There's plenty of time. It's almost at the point where they're due for a three. One's going to fall. And the second free throw, no good. And they are wrangled in. The rebound by Samo to Hamlin. Breaks the press and will kick out. Samo has it. Slows everyone down a little bit. Up 9 with it. Uses Aldridge pick to the corner. Swings back. Hamlin, Samo with it on the far side. Rolling that way, Rafferty. And the big man steps up. Samo attacks with a whistle. And the Bulldogs clapping. Foul's going to be on the floor. But the attack results in the foul by Jesse Samo and the shot at the free throw line for the Bulldogs. Under 4 minutes to go now, 3:50. And these are the big ones in the fourth. And it's off deep, and Bulldogs don't capitalize. Long rebound goes to number 35. Can the Villanovans capitalize? Deep three-point attempt, and that's no good. And up, Samo pushes it to Aldrich, but someone from behind grabs number 4. And the Villanovans who capitalize on the steal, wakes up the crowd a tiny bit. And attacks it from about 5, and it's short, no good. Offensive rebound, no good. And able to secure it there, Samo. To Hamlin. Up by 9. Samo has it. Down to 3 minutes. All the way to the hoop with the right. It doesn't roll in. I want to know how many rebounds this big man is. His number's getting big. Bulldogs doing a great job of neutralizing. 9-point advantage, under 3 to go. And they kick out. And another three-point attempt. That one's long and no good. But the big man has it. Second step, one too many. Steal for the Bulldogs by Rextus. Nice job from behind. Nice defense. Never got his hands on it, and Hamlin has it. And if nothing less, it's more time off the clock. Villanovans really couldn't afford to not score there. They need to start scoring pretty much immediately, and Aldrich has it out to Hamlin. They're using time. The Bulldogs now wisely bounce past the Samo, kicks out to Aldrich, travel low. But see, I said nothing less time, 2:19 to go, and they took a chunk of time away. They're still up by 9 as the Villanovans trail here on their home court in their league opener, Division I league opener for both squads. To the hoop, he'll go for a quick one, and he will convert. Number 2 for the Novans, down to 7. Can't sleep at all in basketball, especially not high school basketball, but not in the fourth quarter of any. Kick out late. They scored it last time. Aldrich, no good. They went back to it. Didn't work out. It's going to be over the reach by Aldrich out of frustration. So they're going to go to the free throw line with no time coming off the clock. That's a frustration foul, and the coaches explaining to them probably don't do that again. As they are down, they are lead by 7 here, and now they can cut into it further without using any time. It's the same story in any sport, folks. Time in the latter portion of the game decides everything, and the first free throw is up and no good. Bulldogs take a deep breath here. Look what he does in the back end of 2 free, but just to escape that big number 2 is huge. Now, speaking of big, you got to keep big number 35 out with our big number 32, Aldrich. And Aldrich uses his body well from football and box out well. Free throw was good. 6-point ball game from behind. The steal by the Villanovans, just loose. Both to the floor. Who has it? It is loose everywhere. I don't know what the call is. Call is a jump ball, and that's going to stay with the Bulldogs. They have the possession arrow. Big key time. No, they don't. Yeah, that's what they did on the scoreboard. It says they do, certainly. And it's an important time because I've been looking at that for a while if they could, that ever comes down to it here. 6-point ball game. More than enough time for this to flip either way. Inbound. Samo has it. Bulldogs don't need to panic, but all the way to the hoop he goes. Big man comes up. Nice job. Teardrop over the top of number 35, Jesse Samo, with the beyond clutch possession. 50-42, extends it to 8 and makes it real difficult. And the 3-point attempt this time is good. They grab one, so they answer and bring it back to 7. There's a timeout on the floor. This ball game's not over. By any means, the Bulldogs with 50, the Villanovans with 45, a minute and 17 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. I am the voice, Greg Morano, alongside producer, owner, Shane Belanger, Lee Sandrew. Behind the lens, we are Westerly.live, Westerly.radio. Folks, and it is hoops and hoops only. We got it all week long. This is just the start. The league opener on the road at Woonsocket for the boys Bulldogs basketball squad. Tomorrow, we got the season opener on the road at Portsmouth for the ladies. Thursday night, back in Federico Gymnasium for the men. All league all the time now. And then Friday night, the home opener for the ladies, Federico Gymnasium. We're bringing it to you every night. Tell your friends. Coming out of the huddle here, the Bulldogs trying to hang on, up 5. A minute 17 to go with the ball. Novans press. Hamlin gets it. And the Bulldogs get over midcourt without a problem. Hamlin has it. As he attacks a little bit. And the pass to the outside. Brought in by number 10, Rafferty. And back to Hamlin. And no need to rush everything. And the whistle. And they're trying to determine the call. I'm trying to determine the call. It's going to go against the Villanovans. Must have slapped his wrist when he reached his hand up. So the Bulldogs with a huge opportunity here at the free throw line with what surprised both teams, I think, the call. But Bulldogs will benefit. Hamlin at the line. 5-point advantage. It's up and no good, but he'll get a second. Try to stretch it to 6 here. So late free throws, that's something they're going to have to work on. And it's going to be ups and downs, ebbs and flows all season long. Late free throws aren't something that's easy to simulcast in practice. And second's good. So the Bulldogs extend the lead to 6. We're under a minute. This is when a three-pointer would come in handy for the Villanovans. They have been beyond cold. This is about as cold as I've ever seen anyone. They nailed their last one. That's the first I remember. All the way in, he'll take it, and it won't finish. And that is probably going to be what the Bulldogs needed to hang on to this one and put a nail in it defensively. They have been a nuisance on every possession all half long. They have a 6-point advantage, and they are just running it around. Aldrich has it, and he will go to the line. But the Bulldogs look like they're going to open their league record with a W here on the road on a cold Tuesday night. Big road win for this Bulldog squad. I don't want to call it too early, 31 seconds. If he misses, things can go crazy. And first is good. Now it's 7. Makes it even more difficult, especially with the 3-point shooting I've seen here tonight from Woonsocket. They have definitely been off with that. They have a weapon moving forward. Bulldogs are going to play him again on their court, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see number 35, and we're going to hear from him. What a talent they have on that end. I don't know what age he is, because I don't have much for a roster, because they don't have anything out there for one. But the Bulldogs will play defense here. They're up 7, and no foul wisely. They'll grab possession, and will they let them take it away? Here, Samo has it, and they will allow the Bulldogs to swing. Aldrich has it, and back to Hamlin, and for no reason they foul Hamlin with 7 seconds left, 6 seconds left. So this road opener, folks, goes to the Bulldogs. Their league opener, and that advances their record to 2-0 overall, 1-0 in the league. And they are back in action on Thursday night at Federico Gymnasium. Like I said, we're bringing it to you, 7 p.m. tip. But before that, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. tip, ladies start their season in Portsmouth. Support them, tune in, spread the word. We're bringing it to you live. Hamlin looking to extend the lead here from the free throw line. He gets 2, and he nails the first. That'll make it 8. As the Bulldogs will extend the number. They won their game number 1 by 11. Game number 1, they played down to do it in 2 team West Warwick. Kind of cruised a little bit. Saw some sort of game like you'd expect to open a season, really. This one right here, very impressive shift in the game. As second quarter, first quarter was Bulldogs, second quarter was all Woonsocket, and then the second half was all Westerly. So I would say first quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, all went to Westerly. And effort, scrappiness, everything you needed to jump out on at halftime, they certainly did. Big win for the Bulldogs. Final score, Bulldogs 54, Villanovans 45. Bulldogs 2-0 overall, 1-0 in Division 1. They'll be back in action on Thursday night. We're bringing it back to you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Lady Bulldogs season opener at Portsmouth. Tune in.
6, 9, 2,